Hunters, I just walked in the door from grinding since 10 a.m. today, and it's 9:43 right now, and August events just dropped, and I didn't hear no bell, so let's cover them. Hunters, here's what's coming up in August. First up, we have another Drift Smelting Bonanza. From Monday, August 4th, 2025 at 9 a.m., your local time, until Sunday, August 10th, 2025 at 11:59. Look forward to more appearances of monsters like Kirin, Zinogre, Rajang, Tobikirachi, Tsitsuyaku, Kizu, as well as new drift stones to collect. And that's all the info. So is this a drift stone that's going to boost electricity attacks? Because all of those are electric monsters. Maybe they want you to build electric resistant armor for what's coming later, but I don't know. I'm sure the details for this Drift Smelting Bonanza event will drop like literally tomorrow or something, but for now, just know that there's another one coming and it may be a solid skill. But let's move on to even happier greatsword hunting. From Monday, August 11th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, August 17th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. Join group hunts for even more rewards during this event. Great Gyros will also be appearing as a new Riftborn monster. That's pretty sick. A new Riftborn monster. Great Gyros is already kind of tanky because he just likes to charge at you, so getting rid of that special part might get you bit. So make sure you're not too greedy, hunters. Unless you're a bowgun main like I was all day today, and you're not gonna get bit anyway, most likely. Plus, it'll now be possible to change the style of greatswords, and certain greatswords and armor will be boosted, making greatsword hunting easier than ever. During this event, you will also be able to gather materials such as shining eggs.
I wonder how the style change is going to affect Greatsword. This is the moveset from Sunbreak. I figure it's going to be something like this, but this is a very guard counter style. Is this going to introduce guarding to Greatsword since we can't currently in Monster Hunter now? That would be pretty sick. Maybe it'll be the long press or long press swipe up for a counter or something. But if it's anything like this, that's going to be amazing.
Dang, this sounds like a solid event. I personally really like Greatsword. I know I don't use it that much in my videos, but that's just because there's always so much to do. But I do personally like to use the Sleep Greatsword in my free time. Like anytime that I see a daily quest for Greatswords, I'm like, oh yes, I get to use my Sleep Greatsword. It's something that I'm sure that I would get kind of sick of if I played all the time, but because I don't play it a lot, I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna join Sunny and all of you other Greatsword mains that week. I'm excited. Plus, if these shining eggs are the same as the Zenny Rush eggs, then that just means free Zenny, basically, boosted Zenny that week. If not, and they're a different shining egg, then I don't know what this is, but I think that's what they are. Not to mention Greatsword style changes. That's gonna be sick for a lot of the lower powered ones. Maybe now with the style customization and Ailment Opportunist being available, Malady's Kiss will actually be a usable paralysis Greatsword. That would be pretty sick. Also, I always read this as Malady on accident. I'm like, Malady's Kiss? Uh-oh, Malady. Got it. Anyway, seems like a sick event. Let's move on to Jaws of Flame and Thunder. From Monday, August 18th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, August 24th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time, Fulgur Anjanath will appear for the first time in Monster Hunter Now. During the event, both Fulgur Anjanath and Anjanath will be appearing more frequently. Don't miss this chance to forge and upgrade equipment using materials from Fulgur Anjanath. A quest awarding an exclusive Hunter medal will also be available. And as if that weren't exciting enough, between August 22nd and 24th, certain times a day will see greatly increased numbers of Fulgur Anjanath and Anjanath. Plus, a ticket with special perks to help you enjoy the event even more is planned for sale. Stay tuned for more details in upcoming announcements. Okay, sick. I love Fulgur Anjanath. Thunder T-Rex, what is there not to love? It debuted in Iceborne, and it was recently turned into a Guardian Fulgur Anjanath in Wilds, and both are sick. I personally like the Guardian more, but maybe that's recency bias. But anyway, he looks like this, and he is so sick. He is literally just an Anjanath that is a little more aggressive and has the thunder element. Its armor looks like this, and in World had Wex, Resuscitate, Flinch Free, which doesn't matter in Now. stun resistance, item prolonger, thunder attack, Wex again, item prolonger again, thunder attack, and special ammo boost. But Fulgur Anjanath's element is obviously thunder, and its weaknesses in the mainline games are ice, water, and fire. Since we have that new Namiel skill that makes you resistant to thunder and stronger with water, I'm assuming that he's gonna be weak to water because, like I said, it was kind of sus that this skill was only really good against Tobikadachi, and I was like, why would you do that? Now I understand why. So that's my Call Hunter, weak to water. And it's interesting this is gonna be a ticketed event, but I guess it's not gonna be a ticketed event, it's just there's going to be the availability of a ticketed event. I wonder if it's going to be similar to our normal Elder Dragon events like I just did today. The only other one that wasn't like that was Nightshade Paolumu with the Dark Daydreams event. But it is really cool that like there will be certain times a day where there are like spikes in spawns of Anjanath and Fulgur Anjanath. That's kind of sick. I wonder how much notice we're going to have for that. Is it going to be like a mini outbreak? I guess that is what it is, but you don't have to go to certain points. Not sure. So I'm sure we'll see something similar to that. And we wrap things up with Catastrophe at Summers End. From Monday, August 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. until Sunday, August 31st, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. your local time. In this event, Elder Dragon interception points will appear more frequently, and basic rewards for both repelling and slaying Elder Dragons will be increased. It's the perfect opportunity to challenge a variety of Elder Dragons and forge or upgrade your equipment. Cool, so it's basically just like, here are all the Elder Dragons, everything's going down, you'll see a lot of EDIs, go take them out. It doesn't say anything about like a ticketed event or anything to where you can have unlimited EDIs. So this is probably just gonna be like the normal pay for a ticket each time if you want to keep going on the same Elder. I wonder if you'll be able to challenge the same EDI over and over again, or it won't be able to be done just like today's event. I don't know. Not super exciting to me, but I'm sure there are some of you out there who either started relatively recently and haven't been able to get the Elder Dragon you want, or you're like me and you never really invested in Kushala or something. Now is the time to grind that if you'd like to. But with such a variety on the field, it's probably a little more discouraging than anything, because it's not like there's just one Elder that you can target. You're gonna have to go probably pretty far to find the one you want, since all of them are going to be like super active, but I guess we'll see. And no, DGen, we don't have an option to just pick the Elder we want at the EDI yet, or maybe at all ever. So nah, not an option in this event, sorry. It also says down here that some previously available layered equipment will also be for sale, and that is the Summer Festival A and Summer Festival B pack. So if you missed those, grab those then.
We also just got updates to the monster tracker. You may now select Riftborn monsters in the monster tracker. Doing so will consume a tracker scope. Some of Anjanath's hitboxes have been reduced, which is good. And in some types of group hunts, the region that each hunter is participating from will now be shown. That's kind of cool. This only displays the general region rather than the exact location. Also, there's a change to huntathons. After slaying the first monster in a huntathon, you may continue hunting at that huntathon point even after traveling far away from it. Additionally, a feature allowing you to participate once more in a completed huntathon is now available. And in some story quests and special quests, the contents of other quests can now also be confirmed. I'm not exactly sure what that means. And it looks like there's an event category added to the equipment screen, but there already was a section for this, so I'm not sure why that's there. But it says recommended sets will now be displayed, and you can copy the recommended set to your loadout. That's pretty sick. And in the friends list, friends that sent you a cheer will remain at the top of the friends list until you next open it. The display language of external sites accessed via the Hunter Guide will now support the language set in your app. And it says new map data will now be made use of. Is that going to make it more accurate? Are there going to be new nodes? That's exciting. And then for upcoming updates, it says on August 4th, the spawn density of all monsters on the field will be raised, making them easier to find. It seems like that's a permanent change. Nice. If not, and it's just for the event, I don't know why they would put it here in the upcoming updates. And during the Greatsword event, Great Gyros materials for forging and upgrading will have their necessary material amounts either reduced or completely removed, making them easier to upgrade. Really good time to jump on the Gyros Sword and Shield if you want to try Sword and Shield for a fast attacking paralysis weapon. Additionally, the UI used for style customization is planned to be adjusted. And it says version 103 is bigger than normal, so make sure you download your assets. Remember to do that, just tap on your hunter icon, tap on settings, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and download all assets.
But that's it, hunters. I just wanted to keep this short and sweet and just let you know that the August events were finally out, because I was kind of waiting around for them. I was like, what? When are they going to be here? Usually they're out like by like the 26th or something, and today it's the 27th, so you're a day late, Scopely. But this works out because I'll be making a grinding guide for each of these weeks, so I can give you more details at that time, and you can like immediately act on those details and take full advantage of the event going on, which it looks like next week we have a rare non-event week, so that's kind of cool. Oh, I see. It's not that we have a week off, it's that the Sea of Monsters is ending now, like literally in an hour or two, but the Seaside Vacation is still going on until August 3rd, so we do have an event still for this week, but you already have a grinding guide for that if you need it. Link in the description. Yeah. Not to mention, we've all been going through it. So it looks like our heavy bow guns that we made will still be boosted for another week, so that's sick. Not gonna lie, I had a ton of fun with it this week. But I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me know what you are most excited for, hunters, down in the comments down below. I think it's obviously gonna be Fulgur Anjanath because it's just sick, and the growing roster gives you more variety, and it's cool to finally see him in the game. Although I don't know where Viper Tobikadachi is, like what's taking so long? I thought that was gonna be like way early on, but anyway. Thank you so much to my channel members for continuing to support my hunting journey, especially Superwoman for being a G rank channel member. Please like this video if you liked it. Thanks so much for watching. Happy hunting, and subscribe so you can go on this hunting journey with me. Until next time, see you out there, hunters.